Unbelievable.
Well, today is the final episode in our Shaolin series. We take you behind the walls of China's Shaolin Temple to witness an event that's rarely seen by outsiders. Some of the most talented masters have gathered to put on a show for their students. It's a display of extreme kung fu.
That would sure give you a headache, if not actually injure you. But the Shaolin monks do that routinely and seem to escape unharmed. Question is, how do they do it? I'm in David Willey's lab at the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown. Hi, David.
Hi, John.
How do they do that?
Well, they do it very carefully.
Yeah.
And just right. They hit the concrete slab in just the right place, and I've got very strong neck muscles to them. And they're making use of the fact that concrete is weak in tension. It's about 4 times stronger in compression.
And again, clarify for me the difference between compression and tension.
Compression is when you squash something. Tension is when you try and pull it apart. You imagine taking a stack of playing cards. You can't squash them together,
right,
but you can certainly pull them apart very, very easily.
Right. So, and you also said it's where they hit the concrete. So
yep. We
give me an
have
idea
a model here, if
Okay.
I could demonstrate on that. This is the model of their concrete slab.
This is concrete.
This is concrete. And if we hit it at the top, it's the length of slab that's going to act as a lever action, and it's going to bend it along this line here, and a line at the back will be under tension. It'll try and lift it up, and I'm betting we can smack this concrete slab and break it. Now, you might notice it's a small concrete slab compared to the full-sized one.
Right.
That's because this one's a model, because I'm not going to hit this with my head. I'm not trying to do
you're
this.
not?
No, I'm going to use my head and apply science instead.
Okay.
We're going to use, for a model of a head, a hard-boiled ostrich egg. And I've got one behind me.
Oh, fabulous.
And if you could hand that over. I'm going to put eye protection on. And we've got a little cap to put on top that's the equivalent of the skin on the monk's head.
So is this the equivalent of the skull then?
This is the equivalent of the skull. The squishy stuff inside is the equivalent of the brains. This is the skin on the top of the head.
Is this egg hard-boiled?
This egg is hard-boiled.
Putting on my glasses anyway.
Yep.
You never know.
And it's a steady push right at the top, so we've got maximum lever action, and I suspect we probably aren't even going to crack the egg.
I'll be impressed if you don't.
Okay, let's try and see what happens. And you can see.
Wow,
we
that was
hardly touched
unbelievably
the egg.
easy.
That
Look at
was
that.
just silly easy, yes.
No headache there. Well, now you said that was a scaled down model.
That was a scaled down model. We may be able to hit this one with the egg and not break the egg on this one.
No, that would
I
really impress me.
I have a backup if we don't.
Okay.
Do you want to try that?
You show me.
Let's try that.
Now, this is obviously much thicker concrete.
This is almost like slab that you'd lay on a driveway, yeah. And it's just give it a continuous push and break the concrete slab. And guess what? Our egg's still in perfect shape.
No headache here. That is very neat, David. Now, you mentioned, though, at the beginning that, you said you didn't want to do it yourself, and there are clearly things the monks do in preparation for this that make them good at it.
You have to hit it square on. You can get a bad neck injury, pinch muscles at the back, nerves, and you've got to have pretty strong neck muscles, and it's not a sharp blow. What would worry me more if I did try it was not going to be what happened to my skull, but what happens to my brain inside my skull when that stops suddenly. So I wouldn't want to do that. Just nice, steady push. But after that, I think actually I could do that with my head.
Maybe next time.
Okay.
And we'll leave it up. We'll leave it to the Shaolin monks